Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to our weekly Oracular Consciousness Divination Healing Session. So, we're Mercury retrograding. I don't know if you've been noticing that there's been a little, you know, static in things for communicating. I've definitely been noticing just small little glitches. It's been happening for a couple of weeks. Also with some files being overwritten, some strange stuff like that, unexpected stuff especially. But now just the last couple of days I've been seeing like little hiccups. So if you're planning on doing anything, communicating, traveling anywhere, just give yourself some extra time. And if things don't quite work out the way it's supposed to go, just, I would say, blame it on Mercury, but not necessarily. Just know that it's giving you time to just slow down a bit and say, well, this is what's happened. Let me see if I reshuffle the cards and see what actually happens to allow me to move into maybe something new. Everything is opportunity to grow. So let us see what guidance is going to guide us to and support us as we're going through this Mercury retrograde period. And while we're in this period too, there is most of the planets, personal planets, are retrograding. So we're in a great time for like stopping and slowing down. When we get to say mid-October or so, then the planets, some of them will be turning to go direct again, including Mercury again, thankfully. So we'll start to feel like probably mid or just past mid-October a shift in energy again. Though beginning of October, this is maybe, I think, I don't know if you know what this means, but like a little Bentley belt or like little wings when you go to swim in the pool. We may need a little bit of that extra support because we're going to go through like probably a bumpy road. Things are going to feel a bit challenging. We're going to see things happening in the streets, things that we can participate in, or maybe we feel fearful of, or maybe we feel like we could help shift that energy from being super chaotic to something that's more creative, so more creative outlet for where our hearts really desire to be, or what we want to bring our voices together to say. Maybe we can find ways to be creative in our expressions in the world. And maybe we can also be a token of light for others in the world too, by just finding your own inner peace, your quietness in all of this, as there's a way to take the chaos and make it something creative too. So maybe you can transmute your beautiful energy into the world and be a beacon of love that others too gravitate around and seek your light so that they too can find that inner peace. Or instead of being chaotic, maybe their chaos can turn into something that's creative, a new creation. So let us see what guides have for us today. Find your breath. Wherever you're on your breath cycle, press it out so you can just let everything go. I'm going to take a deep breath in here together. Setting a sacred space as we breathe in so the guidance is always clear. And let us see. Oh, it says, guardian angel, you are not alone. And that's exactly what it is. It's like this thing with the angels has been so ripe and so ready. And funny fact, actually, this is just my personal experiences in life, that I went out early yesterday morning before anybody was outside. And on the way, I found this tiny, it was like covered in dew, but I picked it up. It was this tiny little feather. So when I saw this now, I was just like, oh my gosh, I picked up that feather yesterday. And typically for me, when I find a random feather like that, it's the angels. And it says, guardian angel, you're not alone. And somewhere between the last couple of weeks and today, just sharing in conversation that we're not alone, that our guides, our guardians are here with us today. Even our loved ones, those that have passed over, especially through this time of the forefathers, the fortnight of the forefathers, that we're giving reverence to our ancestors. So however we say guardian angel, may be somebody that's a loved one, or maybe in an angelic form, or maybe even the guardian angel that's in your life, or maybe you are a guardian angel. to hold space for others so others don't feel alone too. It feels like there's a sacred gateway that is opening as well for us to move through. It's kind of like a geometry. Once we move into our own spiritual strength, where we give our faith the acknowledgement, reminding ourselves that faith is stronger than fear, that we can create this, almost like we are creating this is true, a spiritual vehicle. And so, but the spiritual vehicle is being designed by your choice, your choosing, by the energy that you're in. Sometimes it takes longer to create. Sometimes we think that we got to push all the pieces on, but they don't really fit there, or it's not the right timing. And there's this spiritual gateway that's opening. I know we have like 1010 coming up as well. So there's like, when we have these repeating numbers, we start to go through these energy portals. And it feels like there's possibly like an energy portal opening. One for guardian type energy to come through, but also for us to ascend through. There's this idea, especially around the New Age, you may hear like these words of like ascension waves. And really this is in some way that terminology or that ideology of more work that we put into ourselves, into our spiritual evolution. We become those that usher those through. So there's this piece of this guardianship, but these gateways are opening up for those that are really ready to move to the next layer. And astrology too has been showing that for us. As you look into the astrology, it shows that it's time to make a choice. Where is your choosing? What have you chosen to be in? How do you wish to be more so in the world? Things for us to look at, things for us to ponder upon. So as we ponder upon those things, maybe you can ask your guardian angel to come in, to sit with you, to be with you, to love with you, to nurture you, to say, I am here. So no matter how scary the worlds may seem, I'm seated right here with me. Open your awareness and feel my wings embracing you. And this is what I hear. For many of you that really feel this, close your eyes and feel that love. Do that now and just notice the sensation of soft white wings, especially because this card's showing this white feather and it's kind of falling as a grace to us. So maybe as you move in your day, in your week, look around, maybe by pure surprise, there'll be a feather on the ground like mine, covered in dew. And there's 10,000 other stories I could tell you about the feather and the dew and the ground, whether it's wet or dry, or the feather was wet or dry. All these things about angels are coming through. A little side note here too. I'll be putting together an angel healing training course. So look out for that. And if you're interested, you can just send me a little DM and I will put you on my list and send you information when all of that is ready. So hopefully all of this made sense. Let us call upon our guardian angels to stand with us now so we can stand in this place of absolute true strength, a place of our faith. So from my heart to yours, may be blissfully blessed and have an absolutely beautiful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl, and you can always find me at belindapearl.com. Namaste.